Mixed. This is the only track I've heard off of this, so this is the only one I'm gonna play before. Other than I'll play an older City State track after this, before we start the EP. Nice. Alright. I hope we get some more choruses like this one on this EP. But I'm gonna play my favorite City State song after this, because that's kind of like the bar for me. And then we'll go into the EP after. The Friday night crew is thin, but thank y'all for showing up. And anyone who may watch it at a later time, thank you as well. We had a good run with 156 Silence's new EP, so we're ready. Oh, okay, yeah, K-Dog, it's a good band. Oh yeah, let me get those pulled up too. Birthday Trav, what's happening? So what's about to come on, this is my favorite City State song, and it's totally different. It's like, it's got the slower vibe to it, but there's just something in like the vocals of this song and stuff that are just, yes, but we're hoping for some heavy as well. Oh. There we go. So, did y'all have favorite songs off of this? Anybody that listened to this? Is Sempi here? Sempi's probably with the new dog. Probably not. I know Sempi mentioned something about possibly a new favorite City State song. Haven I almost did a video for. There wasn't really any good reason why I didn't. Just when it comes to the EPs though, it's almost better sometimes to save. Like if I don't get to them, that's not that big of a deal. When I know I'm gonna stream, that way we have a little bit more stuff. Like 156 Silence, I was really glad I didn't listen to the single. Yeah, this is my most played City State song by a lot. I didn't realize so much. it was by. See these vocals right. Love that. This I have 121 plays, and then my next most played City State song is like 37. I think Sempi mentioned that about Stasis, and I agree. Okay. I'm excited. Obviously. Or I wouldn't be doing a stream. I don't know what it is. You know those songs that just you get stuck on? That was the first time I heard this. I was like, oh. Don't mind if I listen to 300 times in a row. Not that many, but. Alright, we are going to jump right into it now. So the opening track on this is Rift. We're going to go through, even though obviously, like I mentioned, I've already heard Into the Night. I did a reaction video for it. We will still go through that, as I always do with these streams with stuff I've heard before. Yeah.
Wish I could learn to know you without feeling control, but in my bones I know the only thing I long for is to let go.
Secret, but I with you in just past by. Into the moment, I try to forget the shit, but it's just in my mind and I cannot forget. Are you sure? Driving the words, pulling this for the purpose, feeling what you got me in. Falling blind, my feet won't hit the ground. Call me pessimistic, but I'm not trying to relive this life.
All of those vocals, absolutely.
I usually leave these things unspoken, but your words now make me feel nothing. Make me feel nothing. You've been feeling the space between us, I know. But I can't pretend to feel something where we're both not up in the lies we're hiding from. You know what? Wasting away, making something from nothing. Just not as a opinion. We're trying to give up on you. My feet won't hit the ground.
That was what I was hoping for chorus-wise. That Okay, Rift. Rift is the song. Rift. That groove. Ow. I like that a lot. I like that chorus a lot. Definitely some interesting yeah, like I saw someone mentioning the electronic sound and stuff. Interesting. Yeah, so this one being the only one I've heard thus far, other than obviously Rift now. They do the choruses right for me. That is just my style. This part. Yeah, this song is a banger. It does sound Passenger. That intro sounds super Passenger. Like as soon as there was that, you know, super Passenger. Which I'm here for. The visuals are kind of that Passenger type, or at least the colors. Actually, orange and red kind of are the same. It's more red now.
Tell me what it takes to pull through. I'll tell you why I want it. It's the same of you. We're beginning with all the things we couldn't see.
Good placement of being the only song that I've heard off this too.
I feel like I'm wasting my time. Like I could give it all just to fade into the night. There's nothing left of me. A violent memory.
It's like that yelly sing for me. Okay, what's next here? Okay, Stasis. So we've heard good things about this. Yeah, both vocalists in this band are excellent. Look at the night drive vibes. You could definitely put this in Passenger on the playlist.
Cause it's too good to be true. The way that you keep coming back to me, it almost seems like you'd give anything. Don't you know by now that it's too late to save me? Just look into the past and walk away. You've given too much now just to stay. But give me just
compliments the vocals really well.
So don't stay up, stay out. Don't think about saving us. Don't fall even further than I did for you. Let me say
These vocals came in so nicely. That one's a really neat one. I like that a lot, but I really like that. Rift was smacking. I don't know, this is solid so far. Alright, Dead Sun. So the last two, they were released as singles, but I haven't heard them yet.
Mark for the cost of your sin. Have yourself as the night resides in the grip. Not till the ache, just till the pain. You tried to let me die into blame. Now such a shit breaks, trying to make some form of thing. Till you feel at all. Will you just running in circles, just hoping to find God? I've been drifting in the shadow of what
Yup.
losing focus behind the moment. You stole the meaning from my bones. Black side above, western warning, freezing moves. Sleepless nights out
That keeps on like, it's like a little bit longer than I was expecting at first.
crossing memory.
Will I find the truth if I dig inside? 'Cause I'm swaying in the dark and it's cold as ice. Burning in the snow,
Okay.
freezing in the humid summer glow. I'd give it all for the answers I need to.
It came with like the electronic kind of sound. I love those vocals. Oh! Go ahead. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. That is exactly it from City State. Like, the clean vocals just doing what they do. And then it was really the drops, too. Okay, Haven. Last one.
I carry your pain like it's paradise. If only to see you one last time. I can't even think of spending one more night. Reliving the moment I felt your life fade. And I knew there was nothing left for me. I'm fading further from myself. Your haunting dreams keeping me alive.
That's nice.
There was nothing left for me. If I had known, I would have done anything. If I had known, would you still be here? The last time I held you, we were breaking down.
Gosh, that chorus riff was nice.
I should have given you up. I should have let you go. Now I'm just trying to find you. In the dark, as I fall apart. I'm just trying to find you within myself. I'm feeling the weight of my sense of care.
Yeah, this is sweet too. Damn, these EPs this year. What's going on? Love that right there. Yeah, I was like that too. Heavy note to end on. Okay. I'm fine. City State, Haven. So we've done the EP now. Let me switch this back over.
Wish I could
Okay. Ooh.
learn to know you without feeling.
That That was another really solid one. Yeah, this is cool because I felt like Stasis had a different vibe. And then there was a good balance of like the bounciness and the riffs and stuff. It's just, I feel like Stasis even could have been the closer, but then Haven really worked as the heavy note to close on too. Yeah, and it was a nice like middle of the EP type of deal. So sad anyway. Held it together though. I am fine. I dug that EP and Will Death be revisiting. Me too, both of them, yeah. Into the Night is your favorite. That's a really solid one. I love that chorus. They do choruses very, very well. That's one thing. It's a mixture of the way that they do it. Yeah, like the way that they do it and the vocals for me. Haven is great as an outro because it also has like kind of like that energetic, well, not necessarily, yeah, no, but also it was so sad stuff. I know these EPs this year are getting really, I don't know, maybe we'll do like a Discord session where we re-listen to stuff and try to rank it. You know, like share my screen with my stupid Excel document that I have that I've been trying so hard to like rearrange it, but it's just incredibly difficult. But this will be definitely revisited. Not a bad track on it. Definitely two different vibes from those EPs. 156 going with like, it was similar to last week though, I would say, because I would compare like the Sentinels album more to like the vibe 156 had, and then this to like the vibe Rogue had. Both solid though. All solid. All four. Stasis is definitely my favorite. Dead Sun's up there. Dead Sun's really cool as well. So I really like the vocals on this. Uncleans, the cleans obviously as I went on about them all, but like this too, lots of good riff stuff. Stasis was a really cool track as well, so this will be something I revisit a decent amount. Go ahead. Some good aggression too. Yeah. Well, yeah, and thank y'all for hanging out this evening. Kind of taking it easy on the streams recently, other than the new releases. It's a mental health break. But I do like sharing these new releases with y'all and kind of getting your opinions on them as we go through and listen to them, especially when it comes to bands like this that I feel like will be on their way up. I feel like it's important to do and talk about and stuff like that. Because that's really the most I can do. So we've got more stuff coming up. There's more stuff constantly being announced. We've got some good videos coming up in terms of the songs that have been released recently. Some stuff I really like, some interesting stuff as well. How would you compare it to old City State material? I think they kept their sound really, like it's still very City State, but in the riffs it felt like a little bit more consistent on this EP. It felt like, also this is the EP versus the album. I felt like each song on this EP like held a lot more weight than each song individually on the album did. Like with this, I'll be revisiting all of them most likely. There won't be ones really like that immediately I'm like, I won't really listen to this that much. But when it came to the albums, I was like, this is okay, or the album, this one's okay, but like I really latched on to the ones that I liked a lot, and I felt like with this EP, I liked all of them a whole lot, so. Not that I disliked anything on the album, there was just some stuff, it didn't really grab me as much, and this felt a bit more consistent. I really like this. I will be jamming it. Yeah, Travis, once again, happy birthday. I hope you had a good day. Have a good Halloween weekend, everybody. I hope it's a fun time. We'd love to see it. Thank you to the homies for being here. Anybody who watches it later. Any of the homies. If you'd like to join the Discord server, in the link tree, in the description. I could do the command too. I don't know, I never tested the bot though, so it might not work. Oh wow. Alright, bot. Nice. There it is. It was a good release day for singles also, so. It's been a good week. Yeah, a lot of bands I think are benefiting from the EP format. Knocked Loose sounded way more consistent on the 6-track release. Yeah, that Knocked Loose EP is really consistent. Favorite non-metal rock concert you've ever been? Julian Baker, hands down Julian Baker, but specifically the show in LA at the Wiltern where she played with Phoebe Bridgers and Lucy Dacus, and then they performed a Boy Genius set, and it was amazing. It was sweet. And then like favorite concert that was like not my, like you know when you're like someone invites you or something and you're like, yeah, I'll do that with you. I did that once with a concert, and I went and I saw like Lil Wayne and T-Pain, and it was so much fun. It was a really strange experience. They were like driving like go-karts, or not even like a golf cart on the stage with, it was a sight to see. I was in like 9th grade or something too. It was interesting. Anyway. Yeah, I'll probably get off of this in a moment, but I'm just going to read. I like this piano. Yeah, it was so interesting. Like, when they pulled out on this golf cart, they were run deep on this golf cart too. There was like 10 people on this little golf cart driving out on the stage. I was like, it was fun. Phoebe Bridgers, you performed with. Oh, Bon Iver. National. Phoebe Bridgers is amazing. I love Phoebe Bridgers. Haven't listened much Julian. I love Julian. She's one of my favorite artists of all time. I have a Julian Baker tattoo. Well, my arm things are Julian Baker lyrics. Yeah. Phoebe Bridgers is excellent as well. But Julian Baker, there's just something I think I've talked a little bit about, because for her, she put out an album this year and it will probably place in my album of the year list. And I talked about that at some point, just about how like at the time that I found Julian Baker, it was like a perfect time in my life. Like her music is super sad, and it's like indie type sad singer-songwriter stuff. It's amazing. But when I found it on Bandcamp, I was like, I love this. And then she came to where I lived shortly after that, and I got to go see her live, and then from there I was just like, went through a lot of, you know, when you're going through stuff and you have like a certain band that you connect with a lot. It was like that during, yeah, so you know, just one of those artists that I connect with a lot, and she puts on an excellent performance. She's one of, I haven't done a lot of traveling to see shows. I haven't really needed to for the most part, only like when I lived on the East Coast, going from like Rhode Island to Massachusetts or Connecticut, but that wasn't really, you know, that big of a trip. I mean like travel, but for Julian Baker I went to Arizona and LA, so I've like went to go see her a few places, which has been cool. Any thoughts on the new Thornhill track? I do have thoughts on it. I have a video for it, and I have it scheduled for maybe Monday. What do I have going on? Well, hold on. Okay, tomorrow's being as an ocean. One sunset. Thornhill on Monday. Fit for an autopsy on Tuesday. I'm not gonna read anything more, but Yeah, but I do have thoughts on that. That Thornhill track. Saw Phoebe and Connor. Oh, okay, with better. I'm still not sure how you know what? I was listening to it getting ready today and I was... But let me tell you about how I was not expecting that. When I put that song on the other day to record that video, and I hit play, and he opened his mouth, I was like... but I was getting ready today and I was like... Yeah, it's kind of... And then I was driving, and I was also jamming to it. So I like it. I'll tell you in the video. I still, yeah, I did not dislike it on my first listen. I was just like, I think that I have not listened to New Crown yet, but that is a video I'm going to post next week. So I'm planning to film it. I did like 5 videos really early this morning, and Crown was like the next one, and I was just like, I can't do any more. But I'm excited. Yeah, I did do a bit of revisiting for him today. Interesting. Okay, though. You know, Jacob was grooving. I like the video a lot. Yeah, and reading the stuff that they have said regarding the song and the sound and what's come, it doesn't sound like that's really... And I really respect how... Because that reaction that I had to it being like, what the... Like, it wasn't a bad thing, you know? It's a super ballsy single. And I really respected what Jacob said about it, because Jacob said something along the lines of like, yeah, it's different. Yeah, we're not going to keep putting out the same stuff over and over again. And some people don't like it. And it's like, you're right. Like, this is the music this is what they felt. This is what they made. And I felt like, I said immediately upon seeing the album art, I was like, that is a much different vibe. Like, and then, so going into it, I even think I said something in the intro, like, you know, the art looks different. It might be a different sound, but then yet still there I was like, what is this? So yeah, we're just chatting now. But I'm excited to see what else they'll do, and that they have a record coming, especially because for me, like, that song, I mean, it was my own fault for going into it expecting, like, having such high expectations for what they've done previously, even seeing the single art and being like, that looks like it's gonna sound different. So I feel like if I could remove the sadness from the expectation of getting something that was equivalent to the Dark Pool, because the Dark Pool is like perfection, and the vocals on the Dark Pool, the isolated vocals for the Dark Pool, it's just such a unique sound. But also separately, this song's kind of a bop. It's just much different, and it sounds like in this album there will be a lot of different sounds. It just won't be the Dark Pool 2.0. So I'm very excited to see what that will be. I was just like not expecting that, and I thought it was hilarious. So today I was on their Instagram for some reason. And I clicked on, it said they were only following one person, so I was like, one person, who? Who is it? Because I checked for somebody else. I think it was Silent Planet, and like the one person they're following is like Cameron Diaz or something. So I clicked on it, and it was Muse, and people had been saying like Muse core and stuff like that about the new song. So yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a song where the video pops into my head when I listen to it. Did me dirty, City State. I really like it though. Anywho, let me wrap this up. What was I talking about? Probably nothing important. Oh my gosh, Cherry is so good. I don't know though. I don't know. It's hard to compare the two because, like if you're talking about Dark Pool, Thornhill, and Butterfly. Okay, fine. Older Thornhill. The new single, I still think I need more listens because even listening to it today, like when it gets to that, I'm like, that is the only thing that I can think of that has any. It made me feel like sometimes how I feel when I'm listening to The Weeknd. I'm like, is this my vibe? Is this okay? Is this my vibe? And when you change sounds too, like automatically, like you're gonna be falling out of some people's preference and probably into some people's preference. So, and the unhappy people tend to be some of the most vocal, you know. So I'm sure it's kind of like a mixed bag of what they're probably getting a bunch of new fans too that are like, oh, this shit slaps and it's weird as hell. You know. I'm sure putting it out too, they were like, some people are gonna say I'm not gonna say that. It's definitely interesting. Do you? I'll listen to it too. I was jamming. I was usually. Yeah, reading what Jacob had to say about the song was pretty interesting. In the beginning I was like, yeah, I get it. And then once he started talking about like it was like the ending paragraph, I was like, oh, okay. I got it up until here. I have to watch the video again. But yeah, that's pretty much what I had to talk about. Thank you for joining me on this Friday evening stream. The least popular time to stream it. But I like doing it, so I'm glad y'all come to join. I like this time. Yeah, we'll have much to discuss with the new tracks that have been coming out. I've got a lot of plans for the end of the year, so in terms of YouTube and in terms of life, but for YouTube as well, so there's much to look forward to, except trying to rank these EPs against each other. What are you saying? Most people who don't like it are respectfully saying that it's not for them, but that's okay. I want to love it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because not everybody has to like it either. I feel like somebody being like, hey, I definitely saw some comments that were like, I don't like this, but do your thing, Thornhill, and I'm like, perfect. I was just more like, what did he say? Thanks for streaming. Well, thank you for joining. Of course, yeah. Gotta stay on top of these releases, so even if I'm taking a break from requests and stuff, I'm gonna be checking out these new releases anyway, so I want to make sure that's something I try to do with the people who want to join as much as I possibly can, because it is fun to kind of get the input and that sort of thing. And it's, you know, a little something for me to look forward to do. Yeah, and it makes it something to look forward to. Not that a release itself isn't something to look forward to, you know. Anywho, thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of stream, or to anyone who watches this later or anything. Appreciate y'all very much. As I mentioned, there will be plenty of videos coming. What am I holding? I don't even know. Plenty of videos coming this week. Travis, happy birthday. Thank you for hanging out on your birthday. Yeah, I don't think that was the case either with Thornhill. I don't think it was. It definitely felt like something they wanted to put. It's really respectable when it's not, very obviously not like a label thing. You know, Unified's for you. It is UNFD. I keep forgetting. That's like their pin tweet and everything. Anyway, it's obviously just what they felt. We're gonna put this shit out. Y'all are gonna listen to it. Anyway, thanks for listening to me talk about nothing important. Bye, enjoy your weekend, happy Halloween, have fun, be safe.